What is up, YouTube? Brightbread here, bringing you a brand new video. Today we're going to be talking about the appointment that I went to yesterday, April 5th. I know you're all so anxiously waiting for my updates. I'm going to basically break down the appointment and talk about what happened there, what I'm going to be expecting to happen at the next appointment, and I'm going to kind of talk about what kind of updates I want to post to this channel and how frequently said updates are going to be coming and what other kind of updates I'm going to be keeping track of while I go through physical/hormonal transition. So all in all, the actual appointment was pretty painless and really quick. It was a lot quicker than I was actually really expecting. So I arrived there, I filled out the new patient paperwork, which was super quick and easy, and then I waited in the waiting room for maybe 5 minutes for the nurse to call me back and kind of do a minimal physical workup. You know, he took my blood pressure, took blood to test, pricked my finger to test my hemoglobin, that kind of thing. All in all, pretty painless, especially since the nurse that I got was really good at drawing blood because I didn't feel a thing. And I've had a few horror stories of people taking my blood and like scraping around and not really being able to find a vein, and just it kind of turned me off of getting my blood drawn. But anyway, so that part was super quick. I was probably in and out of that in 15 minutes. He walked me into what looked like a smaller version of a waiting room, and I sat and waited for the nurse practitioner to come and take a more in-depth medical history and a little bit of a personal history, and talking about me being trans and when I decided that I wanted to take hormones and that kind of thing. The nurse practitioner also talked about what I could be expecting at my next appointment, and kind of talking about a little top-down, super broad view of the kind of changes that I would be expecting on testosterone. We're going to be going into more depth about the health risks and everything at my next appointment, which is also going to involve them checking out my heart and checking out my lungs just to make sure everything's okay. And that next appointment, I will be getting a prescription for TS at that appointment, which is crazy. I wasn't expecting it to move that quickly, but it's great. I mean, considering like a year ago, we'll say, I wasn't sure when I was going to be starting hormones. So the fact that this part of the process is finally starting and moving so quickly, it means that I can get on with my life and actually be me. It kind of felt like up until this point, I was in some sort of stagnating stasis. So that was really exciting. The next appointment is less than a week from recording, which I'm recording on April 6th. I'm going to be having my appointment on April 11th, and I'm so excited. My appointment yesterday was at, and I'm going to be going to in the future, from now on, the Cedar River Clinics. My appointment yesterday was in Seattle, and the one next week is in Renton. And honestly, at least from the starting process, I highly recommend them so far. I will hold out a complete opinion until, I get further into my transition and I'm on hormones for longer. But regardless, the experience that I had yesterday was super positive. And after I actually start testosterone, I'm going to be having an appointment at 1 month just to check to see how everything's going, 3 months to check to see what my testosterone levels are at, and then from there, I'm assuming just every year to keep the prescription going to check up to see all of the changes that I'm going through and everything. So I'm super excited to start this part of my life, and I can't believe it's actually here. There was a couple points last night when I was hanging out with my best friends / roommates / non-blood family where I would just stop and look at them and be like, guys, I'm starting hormones next week. And just, I still kind of feel like I'm dreaming. I won't really believe that it's actually happening until I'm slathering the testosterone gel on me, which is the way I am going, is testosterone gel, at least to start out, because I'm terrified of needles. Maybe at some point I will come to terms with that delivery method, but I know a few guys who have been on testosterone gel for a while, so who knows. Once I start testosterone, I'm going to be keeping track of my transition. I'm going to be doing YouTube videos to kind of talk about how I'm feeling and to keep track of my voice changes. I'm also going to be taking pictures of my body to keep track of the body hair and the fat distribution, redistribution, and the muscle mass gain, especially because I'm going to be starting working out eventually after I start testosterone. I want to keep track of like the muscle that I build for that too. So those will probably be included in the update videos as well. But I'm going to start with a week just because it's like, well, there's not going to be a lot of changes, but there might be something. I might feel more energetic in that time. Who knows? I just want to have as complete of a chronicle of my transition as possible. I don't want to look back in a year, 2 years, 3 years and be like, man, I really wish that I had kept track of this for, the purposes of being able to show the kids that I'm helping, what I'm going through, or, I wish I could look back on my transition with a little bit of nostalgia or whatever. I don't know, but regardless, I'm going to be doing 1 week, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, a year and a half, and then from that point I'm going to do every year. Because I think after a year and a half, from a year and a half to 2 years to 3 years, not a lot is going to change. Who knows? But I'm also going to be keeping track of the pitch of my voice on an app called Voice Pitch Analyzer. It's on Android and iOS as far as I know. I have Android. It's on Android. But I'm so excited. This is the part of my transition that I've been waiting for forever. I mean, originally I wasn't even sure if I wanted to start hormones, so I was content with kind of going at my own pace. But once I realized that I wanted to be on hormones, and once I realized I wanted to change my name legally, and once I realized that I just wanted to exist as me, as Ryan, as a trans guy, as a guy, it just felt like this day couldn't come soon enough. So the fact that it's moving this quickly is just... It's a very much a show of what patience can do. And I can't wait to see what the future brings for me. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I have my Curious Cat, which I'll start linking in the description, or you can contact me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Just whatever. I have so many ways you can get at me. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye!